Cheeseburger in paradise. Hey, Cass, stop singing Johnny Buffet and do the album review. Oh yeah, Rebecca Black, Salvation. Hello one, hello all. It's the most eater of 3 vegan burritos in one night. Ghost of them all, Caspa in the flesh. And it's time for a review of Rebecca Black, Salvation. Rebecca Black, mostly known for her viral video, viral sensation, Friday, which was memed to death, which a lot of people were talking about, not in a positive light. She has spoke on it before. Not a very proud moment for her. Basically had their eye on up-and-coming teenage star and basically capitalized off it. That was the past, this is the present. In the present time, she has come a very long way. Like, she even went through a period of doing more gothy style music and has linked up with a hyperpop icon, Dorian Electra, as she hopped on their album, My Agenda, and absolutely kicked ass and brought together a very interesting set of dynamics. And then coming out with the remix to Friday, the single that got her famous, and just came out with one of the best bangers of the year with the likes of 303, Big Frida, and Dorian Electra. And when she released her album, it kind of left me scratching my head because I was thinking to myself, where did the production go? Where did the daring, adventurous production go? Where did the daring songwriting go? Don't get me wrong, she is talented, and she definitely shows that here. And she even showed it on her debut, but I feel like she played it super safe on that one, super bland on that one, which left me kind of disappointed. But now we have Salvation, which honestly is less than 10 tracks, but this time much more adventurous than her debut, with some heavy bangers that kick absolute ass, and working with a team of producers that have ushered in a variety of new songs, like a new wave to electropop, to electronic music. And while this isn't a very robust project, it's only 7 tracks at 20 minutes, it still does bring a lot of enjoyable qualities here. It still does bring a handful of bangers, in my opinion. And honestly, this was the album I was hoping for, because now she's going into electropop territory, hip house territory, hyperpop territory, and doing it very well, especially on the track Trust, which is a combination of cowboy country showdown music meets very electronic, entrancing dance music. And I also love the old school hip hop ad-lib sound bits that are on this thing that sound like they came straight out of raw bass It Takes Two. But it sounds way more dense, way more futuristic, and sounds like a nocturnal Gwen Stefani in terms of the vocal front, as we're getting like these chanted cheerleader vocals that honestly I think are starting to become more of a trend now, but they're done in an intricate way. I just hope this thing isn't played out to death, because I heard it on Gaga's album, now I'm hearing it on her album, but I could say like they definitely have the producer team, the production team, and the writing to back this up, to make it interesting. Especially ending things off with like this fuzzy psych guitar passage that also borders on like old school post-punk in a way, like Joy Division. And I feel with like the spaghetti western elements that we're getting here, it's a strong correlation to the lyrical substance we have here. And she definitely brings quite a handful of hyperpop hybrids here, such as Sugar Water Cyanide, that has one of the most insane, catchiest hooks she's probably ever done, over some of the most insane production she's ever been on, with one of the most insane, catchiest hooks she's ever done, with equally one of the most mental, most insane, most out there production she's ever been on, with these thumping sequence bass drums. But there are moments here where she's melodically bringing like a very sweet, heavenly, melodic vocal refrain that sounds very similar to FKA Twigs, but she does put like her own spin on it. And she's doing it with these very ethereal passages. The whole thing is the equivalent of beautiful chaos, if that was ever a term. And that's the thing too. She definitely does bring a mix of heavenly bliss, but also destruction as well. And she does it with these tracks that are heavy, energetic. And she does it with these synth lines that are so electrifying, also sporadic, but simultaneously they have a tight groove to them. Case in point, Tears in My Pockets, that is an absolutely glitched out banger with these laser-like synths, these rapid-fire laser-like synths that are just blasting at you. And the breakbeats, man, the breakbeats. God! And the closer is just sheer electropop disco magic. From the absolute decadent synth lines to the pumping synth bass and kicks, and these almost funeral ceremonial like organs that sound almost sacrificial in a way. Like it is very theatrical. You know, there is a level of camp, but I think she also adds personality to it. There is drama to it, but also if you look into the lyrics, there is a strong correlation here, and it fits very well with the vindictive nature of the lyrics, as she is speaking from the perspective, or maybe speaking on this scenario of a lover that has done her wrong, and she has just yet to just cease this appetite of vindictive desire that she's going for. And again, it's epic, it's grand, it's dramatic, it's amazing. And there are tracks here where I do think Rebecca plays it safe, in my opinion, and I think really does call to the gripes I've had with her debut. And there are moments here where I do feel like, yes, she is wearing her influences on her sleeve, and it becomes very apparent. I think Do You Even Think About Me is very much shares a strong similarity to The Weeknd, and I don't really think she adds much to it, which leaves it to be kind of bland, and I think she really could have gone the distance. And that's the thing with some of these tracks. I feel she's really lacking in being adventurous, going the distance. But it's a few tracks here, but it's pretty apparent. And there's even the opener, the title track, Salvation, where I think she comes off a little too Magdalena Bay here and doesn't really add any punch or any type of ferocity or quirk that these other bangers had. And with how that track started off so rigid and bassy, I think she really could have gone the distance there. I think she really could have gone above and beyond. But overall, though, I think this is her best work yet. Like, I do wish it was a longer project. I do wish more tracks were action-packed, had more banger consistency. But with the tracks shown here, the highlights, she really teamed up with the production team that I was looking for in the beginning. And I think she brought me what I was looking for in the beginning. However, I really wish there was more of that. I wish it was more consistent in that department, because this is certainly the production I've been waiting for. I also love how lyrically she goes into darker, more personal territory here, which really does create a nice contrast with these banger beats. And I feel her going into hyperpop, electro house, electropop, that's honestly where she shines most, because I feel that is where she really lets her freak flag fly. And I truly hope we get more of that on her next project, and more tracks too. Like, give us more tracks, maybe like 10 tracks, maybe 12 tracks, please. But hey, I'm feeling a 3.5 out of 5 on this album. But if you've given this a listen, what did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? And that's it. Caspa, Gothic Ghost, Rebecca Black, Salvation. Till we meet again.